you so incredibly much for joining us for today's podcast and video. First things we do is we ohm. And so an ohm opens and expands the upper chakra centers, allowing each of us to connect onto a thought grid. This thought grid, dear ones, allows the highest potential timeline communication for each individual connected. By connecting with us, it allows us to channel forward any information in the most aligned sense for your ascension process. We wish for each of you to take a deep breath in. And one more deep breath in. Thank you. Thank you so incredibly much, Star People, for joining us and connecting with us today. So, today's session topic is channeling. And this is going to be a really good one because when we start to talk about channeling, there is literally so many different ways that we are able to pick into extra senses in our either environment, in our physical body, or any place, anywhere. And any of that information can be channeled. So it's very similar to the concept of you may get a shiver up your spine. That may be a form of contact or communication from either extraterrestrials or your ancestors or even a spirit. Now, let's dive in. We want to talk about the difference between physical and spiritual channelers. Now, what is the difference? When we start discussing the physical reality is solid. It is actions or consequences taken by any person, place, or thing that you are able to see. You can see it. It's in the physical world. It is right in front of you. It is a part of your world. Now, channelers who channel information about physical topics, they are giving you what is already existing in this world. That's the information they're going to tell you. Or they're going to give you a potential. Oh, this may happen. And that is a potential manifestation for all of humanity. The difference between a spiritual channel and a physical channel is a spiritual channeler is going to disclose more of the information of you are powerful. And at any given moment, you are able to modify your biological frequencies, which then in turn manifests a different world among worlds expression. Dear ones, each of you is multidimensional in your nature, existing within your center soul tubule is a light refractal system. This system includes lenses, chakras, energetic vortices, and different magnetic centers, which align your energetic grid structures onto the timeline as you see. At any given moment, each and every one of you may change your flicker rate, your magnetic energy, which then shall align you into a new course or timeline. In time, each of you will step into the true multi-dimensional nature that you are. During that given moment, each of you, which you already have advanced cognition ability naturally, without trying, you will be able to summon the entire timeline that you are experiencing. And by doing so, it gives a perception or awareness of what is to come. When that awareness comes into your mental grids, you then are able to change your biological form's energetic signature in order to manifest a different potential. That is powerful. It is multidimensional in its nature. And it is part of your spiritual abilities that each and every one of you already has. You are doing this automatically, dear ones. Now, we teach you to control it, to go within the heart, to feel unconditional love, to feel into the center soul tubule, which is your primary Kundalini channels, to connect your pineal gland to your heart. You may simply visualize anything you love and imagine and visualizing your higher self connecting into the center soul. And now just feel love. You will be guided, each of you, into the right place, right time type of synchronicity. This is how you begin to activate your multidimensionalities. A spiritual instructor will guide you to feel inside of your body. Whenever any information about the future comes across your awareness, you may stop. You may ask yourself, how does it make me feel? If any feelings are uncomfortable, it is a sign that there is an imprinted trauma located within the cells of your body. You may then focus inside. Going within allows you to release that density or that distortion. It allows you to push a cleaner energetic inside the tubules of light, radiating a higher frequency outwards. Automatically, the mirror reflections show you a different world. For as you hold optimism, you may see a positive world. This is how you are designed. Thank you. Thank you, Star People, for that beautiful channeled session. Okay. So we're going to speak about positive and negative channelers. We know that when give the dog a treat. Isn't he cute? He's a Yorkie. His name is Little Lecky. Okay, so we know when we hear any word at all, if it is positive, there are brainwaves that light up inside of your head that generate a feel good emotion inside of the body, even if you're unaware that it has occurred. When we look at negative words, the exact opposite happens. When you're in a conversation with a person and they are either speaking positively or negatively, your body is going to react. So let's say you give it at least 10 minutes of talking to someone. If it is positive, you may feel uplifted. If it is negative, it is the exact opposite. So when we are going into channeling sessions, we want to have a look at every single word that the channeler is speaking. Is the words primarily positive and uplifting? Does it make you feel lighter after the channeled session? Or was there a little bit of lower frequency words inside of the channeled session? How did it make you feel? Many times it may be of high value to actually take a written copy of what the channeler is saying and go through all the words to see, are the words positive or are the words negative? Every single piece of information that comes across our awareness, it is of high value for us to observe in that manner. Is it positive? If you're learning, let's say you're learning like the sciences and stuff, well, that's education. That automatically generates new brain waves inside of your mind and it develops new neural pathways, which automatically make your body feel good, makes you stronger. We are designed to continue our education through the adulthood and beyond, which is absolutely amazing. So when we start talking about real world news and negative biological effects, well, what does that mean? What happens when we watch any information in the real world that we see? If it is negative, If it is in front of us, it is actually a call to action. And what that means is this: we may choose to not spiritually bypass. So if something negative does come up and you're aware of it, we're not going to look away. What we are going to do is we are going to send it love and light. Now, a call to action is if something happens right in front of you, then decisions you may have to make. And that may look like getting involved or not getting involved, or whatever decisions each and every one of us has to go through making. But if it's something on the news that's happening really, really far away, in that case, the call to action is still there. Because it's in your awareness, you are being given a golden opportunity to send it love. And just the same exact way as when we send love and gratitude to the plant starts to grow 10 times its size. When we see anything negative on the news, or we hear it through any form of social media or even people talking out in the world, it is absolutely okay for us to send it love. And what the star people are saying right now is they're saying you can even go a level deeper than that. You can go inside and you can ask yourself, why am I seeing this in my world? Am I holding on to any judgments inside of my body that may need to be healed in order to clear that from my mirror reflection? Every single thing in your world is a mirror reflection of a frequency that you are holding inside of your body. And what that means is this: if you're seeing darkness in the civilization somewhere, anywhere, there may be an imprint in one of the trillions of cells that you have in your body holding a magnetic alignment to that experience. When we go inside the cells and we start to ask ourselves, where's the alignment? What imprint am I holding, or what trauma is there? Maybe it's from a past life. Now I go into that cell inside of the body. Even if you imagine it, that's okay too. When you go into the body and you start to clean the cells, then all of a sudden it starts to heal. And the outer reflections start to shift, which is absolutely beautiful. So, we are going to talk about quantum channelers and thought grid castings. So, quantum channeling is when the individual can connect to a thought grid. And a thought grid connects each and every person to one energy grid, which then is kind of like being in the center of the grid, feeling all potentiality for every single person in the grid and pulling the highest potential for every single person. Sometimes when the channeler does this, they may come out of the channeling and people's names change, or experiences change, or their memories have shifted. That happens when we start accessing the quantum field. The quantum reality, remember, each and every one of us has a highest potential. When we have a highest potential and when we access it, there's a frequency that comes throughout the entire body. And that frequency, now all of a sudden, we're tuning into our higher selves, and we're tuning into a field of thought forms, which are made of all potentials. So when you're in there, your highest potential becomes activated. And then when you step out of the channeling, you start to come back to that world among worlds expression that is most in alignment with who you are right now. It's absolutely wonderful. Every single person can enter the quantum field or the quantum realm. It is a frequency. Each and every one of us, in order to activate it, you have to go into your highest potential and your highest passion. Whatever is going to get you guys the most amount of excited, that is what you were designed to follow. The most amount of excitement pushes this type of light energy that is directly connected to your higher self into your physical body. And then it allows you to shift through a multiverse into your highest frequency that your physical body is capable of holding right now. That is really important, because when you go inside and you start to clean out all of this darkness inside of your energy field, then all of a sudden you start to be able to hold more and more bliss energy inside of your body. And the more you're able to do that, the more you start to activate your higher self. Your higher self is very real. It is an energy. When you go into your body and you start to feel into the higher self will actually flower open a foot in front of the heart, and it will start to allow you to feel different senses inside of your body, and you may shift into higher frequencies. I don't know if you guys saw that thing that just like went. Something just like came on the camera. I'm gonna have to watch it back. So cool. So allowing your higher self to take its seat in the heart allows you to automatically shift yourself into the highest potential timeline expression, which is beautiful. That is what it means to ascend the levels of physicality as well. Your higher self basically opens the heart so wide that you feel this form of unconditional love radiating through your entire body, and it starts to like make you feel like anything that you want to create is possible. The more and more you start to hold this energy inside of your body, you start to awaken different senses. You start to crystallize the body. Usually it starts in the heart because the higher self sits in the heart. That's the primary emotion that we feel, is unconditional love. When we feel that unconditional love, the crystallization process starts naturally in the direct center of the heart. Monks are doing this across the planet now. It is called ring cell stones. It is a process where you're going into meditation, connecting with the higher self, and then all of a sudden it crystallizes your physical body. Because of the frequency the sun is giving us right now, it is generating a high level of spirituality inside of our mind, which is also connecting us into the higher frequency levels. Many of us are aware we are currently in a yuga cycle that is generating a shift into 4D and then 5D, according to the solar energetics. This process is being guided, and when we start to tune in more and more to unconditional love, it starts the process of awakening the sun into higher and higher frequencies. The sun is connected to the people and the consciousness on the planet. It does not work the other way around. What it really is every single thing in the physical reality is coming from your center soul tubule. So imagine it like this. You have a soul that's coming through the top of your body, situated right in the 0 point inside of your heart, and then it radiates outwards. When it radiates outwards, it is pulsing out in a circular pattern of light. That is your aura field. When that energy reflects back inwards, it generates sacred geometries, which generate the physical matter that you see, including the sun. So the sun that you see in your world among worlds expression is a direct mirror reflection of the frequency that you are holding inside of your body. When you start to go in, you start to change the frequencies inside of your body, the sun may shift, or the physical reality that you see may shift. This is very real. It is part of your multidimensional abilities. Each and every one of us can go inside of the body and we can make a tiny little light adjustment, which then in turn changes the reflections that we see back. So when we take a look at our physical lives, many times we may say, oh, I manifested this experience because it was here to teach me this. From the star people's level of awareness, what they say is, you were holding on to that magnetic alignment, and that's the reason why this experience manifested for you. So that magnetic alignment was there. What caused that magnetic alignment to be there? Was it from a past life? Was it from a childhood memory? Was it from a trauma? Was it just an emotion? We start to go inside the body, we question. If it was something from a past life incarnation, that too is reflected from the now moment awareness. All past lives are a reflection of the frequency that you are holding inside of your body right now. The now moment is the present. Literally, this is the gift. Because in the now moment, we can change the past lives that we have experienced. We can download new information directly from the ethers directly from the source frequency. Many individuals call it the Akashic Records. We can go in, we can download information, we can download emotion codes. And so now we're going to speak about keys. A key is a musical note, a sound harmonic resonance, or a frequency. There is slight differences, the star people are saying. Each and every frequency that you have inside of your body is automatically manifesting your physical reality as you see it, including every single experience that you have had. When you start to summon keys, summoning keys looks like this, closing your eyes, and how does it make you feel? Now, each and every one of you guys can take a moment, you can close your eyes, and you can feel. How does it feel to be your highest potential? Imagine it. How does it make you feel inside of your heart? The second that you have the key, you now take that feeling from your heart and push it into every single cell inside of your body. When you push that frequency inside of every single cell, now all of a sudden the cells hold that tone. When you hold 8% of the body's cells with a new frequency, the world outside of you shifts. And you will see into a different world among worlds expression. We are multidimensional. The physical reality is not as we see it. The physical reality is fluid, as matter is fluid in its nature. And we know this from science. We could take any item that we see in our world and put it underneath a microscope and see the atoms and molecules are vibrating. That means it is not solid. And we know this from physics. So the more and more we go inside, and the more and more we learn who we are by making these magnetic shifts, by feeling, and by calling keys. Now, some keys that you guys may call are spiritual. If anyone has ever like listened to a spiritual song, let's say you were in church, maybe you heard a spiritual song and it made you feel something. It made you feel a type of energy or a type of spirituality. That was a key. You have that encoded inside of your memory. All you have to do is close your eyes and feel it. And when you feel it, command it to push into the cells of the body and allow the waters, the fluid systems of the biological form to hold that new frequency key. And then just watch your mirror reflections. The more and more you do this, your mirror reflections are going to start to come more rapidly. And then you will start to see, and you will start to literally see into different worlds, different potentials, different opportunities land at your feet because you are holding a different energetic signature. We have 3 frequencies that radiate down the biological form. This is the binary codex frequency. It generates your hair color, eye color. Every single part of your body is in your binary codex. Your location frequency generates where are you? This is a binary number, ones and zeros. When you're in one location, the number is set to that frequency, but when you change locations, that number changes. It is constant. That is your universal number where you are. And then your experiential frequency. How old are you? Do you have any scars? What does your body look like? All of that information is in your experiences. 3, the same exact as a pyramid. There's 3 different tones that spiral down and it generates a thick cord of light. That cord we can also change. And what that looks like is making a change to the physical body. And that one's really easy. We don't really have to think too hard. Most of the extrasensory abilities are very simple in their nature. All you have to do is close your eyes and imagine. Some people don't even have to close their eyes. They just say the words out loud and allow the body to hold different tones. People's eyes can change color. Many times people may use hypnosis to go in and change the eye color, as an example. Really what it is accessing the subconscious mind, which makes the adjustment to the light tubule and your binary codex frequency, and then allowing it to shift inside of your biological form. So when we hear things like changing the body is real, I've given you one way that we're able to do it. That's consciously. But now there's a second way. Your emotions are also generating your physical body. It generates how long your nose is, how your cheekbones look, how your face grows and develops from childhood. All that information is stored in your micro expressions. Your face, your body holds your emotional signature. When we go inside of the body, we start to feel into the emotional signature. We are then able to modify it. So when we start to release emotions, your face may change. And we know this too, because if we look at people who maybe they were really, really sad, their face looks completely different. And then all of a sudden they went through a 6 months to a year healing. And now their face looks brighter and it looks much different. Your emotions hold a resonance on the physical body. All matter is changed by emotions and casting thought forms. So a thought form is any thought which may manifest any emotion code. And summoning thought forms is of high value because we use the I am, and the I am pulls that thought form into your energetic grids, allowing you to start looking through that veil of that thought form. And then it starts to magnetically align you into whatever manifestation that thought form brings. Okay, so getting back to channeling, the star people are saying, can anybody channel? Yes. Each and every one of us, we can channel. It is very similar to a muscle you may flex. It should be really easy to activate it now because there are a lot of channelers on the planet who are doing this consciously. The way we do this is you have to go inside and listen to the voice inside of your mind. Many times we guide people to talk to their spirit animals. When you go in, the spirit animal or your guides may communicate with you and they may talk to you as if they are your voice inside of your mind. Allow it. Say hello. The more and more you talk to them, the more and more you receive communication from them. But the star people go very, very gently with people in the beginning, and then it expands. It's absolutely beautiful. So, feeling into the body during channeling to sense emotions. Channeling is more than just thought forms. Channeling is also emotional settings, frequencies. You are able to feel so much information from channeling, but you have to be aware of what's inside of your body. And the way you become aware of what's inside of your body is to start sensing directly underneath the skin. So, underneath the skin, we have the nervous system net. That nervous system net connects to the fascio net system, but it is not only the fascio system. There is an ether and plasmatic element that also affects the nervous system net. We are plasma beings. Plasma comes from the sun. We are not 100% plasma beings, but plasma is a very large part of our universe. Plasma is part of the ether. We pull it through the star field, through our energetic grids, and we push it into the physical reality, and that is how we manifest the physicality that we see. It is a form of plasma. Your nose has an olfactory system inside of it that allows you to smell different keys or different smells. Those keys generate a plasma. We're able to smell plasma, and plasma generates a physical reality. It's absolutely beautiful. So when we start diving into that, we start to realize, well, we also have plasma inside of the blood. So we start asking ourselves, how is that connected? The plasma triggers your hair follicles, which becomes activated by a sense. There's 365 extrasensory abilities inside of the human body. This includes the sense of magnetism, astral world, physical world, dreamtime realm abilities all exist. Yes, people are able to move items with their mind. Yes, you are able to modify the weather. This is a solid fact in my world. Um, there's dream walkers who could take their conscious awareness and can project it into another person's dream. And what happens is when you dream walk in your own dreams, you change your magnetic alignments inside of the dream. And then when you open your eyes in the AM, now your alignments to your manifestations are whatever you programmed during the dream time realm. There are people who could do this for you. During your dream, they go in and they access your dream and they're able to program your dream. This is a fact in my world because Tarek has actually done this for me before. And Tarek is my husband, and he is from a planet called Arcturus. Absolutely beautiful person and beautiful people they are. Thank you, Star People, for channeling with us. Excellent. This was a wonderful session today. You guys have a wonderful day. We also have, let's see, what are we doing? I can also be located at daniellelipton.com. And we are opening the treelifeorganization.org website. That is a spiritual university. So you guys can go and check that out. You have a wonderful day. And I send you all my many love and blessings. Thank you, Star People, so incredibly much for this beautiful channel session. We love and we bless you. Thank you. Okay, have a great night, guys. Thank you, Stacy.